All right, so now that we've learned about the secondary colors, we are going to be practicing it in our sketchbooks. So to start, you're going to need your sketchbook, and then we are going to be using the primary color crayons initially, which are going to be red, yellow, and blue. And then eventually you will be using the secondary colors, orange, purple, and green. But we're not going to use them just yet, so you can just set those to the side, but have them handy. So open up your sketchbook and move to the next clean page. I'm on the second page. I haven't used my sketchbook for anything else so far. And you can turn it however you would like. I'm going to keep mine horizontal just because it's a little bit easier for me to work with. First things first, I'm going to grab my red crayon, and I want you to put a circle on the page. And then fill that circle in. And don't press too hard. You can even see a very light color going onto this circle. And a technique I recommend is just kind of going in swirls into that circle. Kind of fills in the space a little bit better. And then next, I want to add a yellow. Same thing. I'm going to swirl to get it filled in. Just like that. And then last primary color, our blue. And for all these, you can put them wherever you would like on the page. This is your drawing. I will let you make that decision. Try to fill in that white space as much as possible. And if you do what I just did and I colored outside the line a little bit, you can just go around and fix it. Craftsmanship matters, so we don't want to have these lines shooting everywhere. So I have my primary colors on here, but we got to make our secondary colors. So let's see. How do I make orange? We got to add these two together. I'm going to start by using yellow. Yellow is the lightest color of the two, and so it's easier to start light and go dark. So I'm going to put a yellow circle on my page, same technique as before. Swirling to fill it in. Not pressing so hard, just a little bit. And then I'm going to grab my red crayon. Same thing. We are going to be working in layers to get that orange color down. So I'm going to be pressing kind of lightly, swirling it in. And you may notice as you go, the more you mix the yellow and red together, the more that color becomes an orange. So I'm actually going to go back with some more yellow, and I'm just going to keep doing this process until I'm happy with the shade of orange that I have. And I know what you're thinking, Miss P, why don't you just break out that orange crayon and just do it that way? There's no point in you doing this. But there actually is. I really feel that once you kind of get in the motions of creating these colors, it makes a lot more sense. And I want you to practice experiencing creating your own orange. Because you might be in a position one day where you really need orange and you don't have that crayon or that paint, color pencil, marker, or whatever available. So wouldn't it be great to know that you can actually make these colors on your own using just a very minimal amount of colors? I know it's helpful to me. And then you can see it really does look like an orange. So next, our other secondary color is going to be green. Just looking at these combinations. It's not going to be these two because I just did that for orange. It's going to be blue and yellow. So just like last time, I'm going to put down my yellow circle first. I'm just trying to run out of room on this page, but that's okay. We're going to make it work. Putting my yellow circle down, not pressing too hard. Just like last time, I'm going to get my other crayon and I'm going to lightly start swirling on top. All right, and then last color we got to get on our page is violet. We're going to be using red and blue. One way I know that is that is the last combination of primaries I have left on my page. So I have some white space right in here. That's where I'm going to put my red circle. And then I'm going to layer it back up with blue. And there you go. You have your primaries and your secondary colors on your page. Now you could stop there. However, we are creating art inspired by the dot this week. And if you watch my other video where I read you the book, you'll see just how great these dots become as Vashti works through. And I was really inspired by it. So I'm gonna see just how much a dot can become. So with that, that's where if you would like to use your secondary colors, this is a great time to use those. And I'm gonna just start adding some details to some of my dots and really start to bring them to life. However, if you add details, I still want to see the color that you created underneath. So don't scribble all over, I still wanna see it, but you can add some details and maybe overlap some of your other circles and really fill up that page. All right, and this is my finished primary and secondary dot design. I cannot wait to see what you create and have fun.